Welcome to another episode of In the Shop with Scott. Today what we're going to do is we are going to be installing a set of Falcon 3.3 adjustable reserve reservoir shocks. These shocks are fantastic. They've just been released by Teraflex. I love this part. Love opening boxes. Ooh, look at that. There we got. As I know, I love color instructions and we need them. Oh, we have soft, custom, and firm. It's nice. This is like an engine out of a Jaguar or a Mercedes. The person who built the shocks signed it. Love the packaging. Great job on the packaging side. Here we are. Now that's sweet. Now let's go put them on. All right, now we've got we've removed all of the wheels and tires, and we're going to go ahead and pull off the fender liner. This is a Poison Spider black powder coated fender liner. We're going to pull that bad boy off. It comes out pretty simple. As you can see, we've got a set of Teraflex limit straps. Because of that, we're not going to need an axle jack. Normally, you would have to have an axle jack to support the axle while removing shocks. All right, go ahead and pull the bottom pin on the shock. And I'm going to pull the top pin off the shock, and I think the shock is going to say goodbye. Goodbye. We are ready to install the Falcon 3.3s. Now, the great guys at Teraflex have done a phenomenal job of engineering these. Notice the alignment pin on top of the 3.3, and notice here, let me zoom in for you. There is the location of the alignment pin, so this installation should go in real smooth. Fits like butter. We're putting in the bolt on top of the shock tower, and we're going to go ahead and compress the shock and get that back in place. The shock location was down here, and we've compressed it up, and we're going to go ahead then and put in the shock bolt on the lower side. I'm going to tap that in place. We're going to use an alignment tool. I'm going to line up this bottom piece. This makes it a lot easier. Perfect. You can see that we've gone ahead and trimmed out a piece section out of the Poison Spider inner fender liner. That just worked out real well for the Falcon 3.3. And we're going to reinstall the fender liner, and we are back in business. We've finished the front off to the rear. And we are taking out the rear shock. As you can see, the limit strap is holding things in place, which is great. I'm going to remove the old shock and get ready to put in the new. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to install the bottom relocation offset bolt for the bottom of the shock. And there's a reason for that. Is when we go and assemble it, this shock will be offset by approximately that much distance. Normally it would sit in the middle, but we're offsetting it to the outside to allow for additional flex for the rear axle. Yeah, we got the bottom section in place. We have the top of the shock tower in place, and we are ready to bolt everything back together. So this is going to be a double in the shop with Scott. Today we're not only going to be installing Teraflex Falcons, but we're going to be taking advantage of the fact that we've got a Jeep with no brakes. We've taken off the stock brakes, and we're putting on a big rotor kit. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it's pretty simple. We took off the old brakes, and we're just going to slide over the big rotor kit from Teraflex. These are slotted. Slots are real nice. Lets the gas escape. Also runs real nice in the rain. So we're going to put a lug nut on there temporarily just to hold this bad boy in place. And the great thing about this Teraflex big brake kit, the slotted large rotor comes with a larger caliper bracket set in hand. And we're going to rock and roll and slide that right in place. We're going to take the stock caliper, attach it to the Teraflex larger caliper bracket, put all the stock hardware back in place. We've got a set of Hawk Street 5.0 pads, semi-metallic on this application. Real sweet. Part number HB569B.650. It's available on our website, www.teamtechoffroad.com. Type in Hawk under search, and voila, front brake pads. All right, now that we have our rear shock in place, we've secured the bolts top and bottom. You see we have our anti-rock, which is a real nice rear sway bar. We're gonna go ahead and put on the Teraflex large slotted rotor. We have a lug nut which we're going to put in place. That would just keep the rotor in place temporarily. It's nice. Now we have our caliper bracket. We have our big rotor. We got our Falcon 3.3s. Teraflex Dana 60 rear end. We have ARB lockers and 48s in this rig. This happens to be a Hemi, which is where that big exhaust comes from. Lock the caliper into the caliper bracket, lock it in place, and we are done with the rear. Look at that, simple as that. It's a much safer system. When you add horsepower and you add weight, you want to make sure you got brakes under you. All right, on our front end, we have the Falcon 3.3s, which are fully installed. We've adjusted them temporarily to the center adjustment. You get there, number 4 and number 2. Number 4 in the middle, number 2 on the outside. Just we want to start off at some reference point, 50%. We have a Teraflex large rotor slotted kit in the front, and our show truck has a Teraflex heavy-duty steering kit. It comes with a drag link and a tie rod. This tie rod is 1 5/8 diameter, and the stock is 1 3/8. Big difference in weight, probably about 40% more in weight, and we've got a, as you can see, a Teraflex Dana 44 half-inch thick wall front end on this bad boy. And we are going to install Falcon 2.1 steering stabilizer kit. Great. And holy smokes, look at that. And we get to see who made it. That's nice. That is going to go right there. We are ready to install our Falcon Nexus 2.1 stabilizer. We have removed the factory track bar bolt located here, and that is where the steering stabilizer will fit in nice and easy right in there in place. Perfect. And as you can see, the other half. This is an 1 5/8 2.1 Nexus stabilizer for the Teraflex heavy-duty steering system. The stock Jeep JK is 1 3/8, and we offer this part here, which is the adapter in both 1 3/8 and 5/8 when you order it. Teraflex has supplied all the hardware. This is all plug and play. This is about as plug and play as it gets in the world of steering stabilizers. Fantastic job. Hats off to the great folks at Teraflex. All right, now we're going to install the second half of the track bar clamp. And it applies pretty quick and easy. Look at that. The wheels are on. We have our steering stabilizer. We have our awesomeness 3.3 adjustable reserve reservoir Falcon shocks. Way back here, big ass set of brakes. And we are done for the show. That's really nice. Thanks, folks.